You know what I haven't done for a while? I haven't vlogged for a little while. I think we're going to do that today, especially because we're in Atlanta for StyleCon. We got the whole crew here.
It's really kind of hard to go, oh, traffic is coming from...
It's not like that video, this video, unless you're doing like that.
Right? Anyway, I'm going to bring you guys along. We're going to have a fun time. Getting a little cozy.
Ooh, it's nice and warm in here.
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you
How are
too.
you?
I'm good. Very good.
Very good.
No, the first story is you reached out to me to ask me to see my photos. And I said, no, like, who's this guy?
You're listening to people over the next 2 days, and you're going to hear some guys that are doing some amazing things, making great money, influencing literally millions of people with the sound of their voice. And you're going to think to yourself, oh, I've never done anything great in the past.
Yeah, okay. We do want to hear Jose, but we're going to go get an Instagram photo real quick. Also, one of the best things about StyleCon, this guy. Go follow Ryan. I know you've heard me talk about him before. But it is one of the best parts about this. You want to shoot? Well, no, that spot's kind of overplayed, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, okay. We're going to go outside and shoot some photos.
Yeah, with rocker, sometimes you get better just by doing just nice. A lot of times I would have friends or cousins or other people would ask me, you know, why does this work? Or why should I wear this? Or something that way.
Or just turn the
And look at language like this and think, well, okay, it's really short, you don't understand what it is. I mean, if you're a not native English speaker, you're not going to have any idea what something like that means because our language continues to truncate itself and it gets lazier and lazier. But do we overcorrect and go to this? Right? Right? How many of you guys are doing the aesthetic equivalent of speaking Shakespearean English with your clothing? I've done that. I've absolutely done that. I've thought, well, I'm not going to be this, and the only way to not be this is to be this. And there's so much room in between those two, right? So much room in between those two. And you would never think, well, I'm going to make the world a better place because I'm going to speak like Shakespeare did. Of course not. You understand that that does not help you accomplish your goals. It's not going to help you get in better with your tribe. It's not going to help you find the right woman to marry. It's not going to help you get ahead at work. It's not going to do anything other than make you a weirdo, right? And unfortunately, so much of the time, that is aesthetically what we do because we're communicating the exact same thing. We go from cargo shorts to overly done suiting, and we think that those are the only two options.
All right, I guess I should give you a summation. After all, that was just a little bit of footage. 2 things in summation. Number 1, if you don't vlog for a little while, you actually lose the ability to do that. It's funny that I had my camera with me throughout a lot of the event, but I was just so involved with everything that was going on and hanging out with all my friends that I forgot to just turn this stupid thing on. So I will get better at vlogging as I do it more often. But the real summation of this whole thing is that StyleCon was awesome. It's been fun every single time I've gone. This is the 4th year running, and what I'll tell you guys is the same thing that I was telling the other guys there, because we continue to see the same guys over and over and over again. And what's really cool is that some of them have come out just as attendees and then have since gotten their whole businesses up and running. We even have Ryan Mickler, who runs the Order of Man. He came out 3 times ago as just an attendee, and then he spoke last time and just absolutely crushed it this time. He's got a huge business as a result of the things that started with him by doing StyleCon and by coming out. And he doesn't even talk about style. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're going to change the name because out of 2 whole days worth of content, mine was the only presentation that was even related to style. Everything else was much more along the lines of like men's influence and how to build a brand, whether you're actually selling a physical product or if you're doing it in regards to creating content, you're doing YouTube or Instagram or anything else. It was all just how to do that kind of stuff, and it's such good information that's in there. But back to the thing that I was saying, all of that stuff is still the same, but the big thing that comes is that as much as that stuff stays the same, it's just a weekend to hang out with my friends. These guys like Baron and Andy and Brock and AJ and the Ryans and the Kyles and Aaron and Antonio and all these guys. I mean, we've done this for so long now that we're buds. And there really is, I mean, I know we talk a lot about tribe when it comes to like dressing to your tribe, but there really is something to be said for being around like-minded people, and especially like-minded men. And if you can do that, you need to do that. We live in such a digital world where everything gets so split up, and there are benefits to that. I mean, I wouldn't be friends with these guys otherwise because they live all over the country, some of them all over the world, like Paul from England. I mean, first chance getting to meet him, and he's awesome. And I wish that he lived closer. I wish all these guys lived closer because there's something that comes from being able to spend face-to-face time with people who are doing things that you want to do, who are finding success in the ways that you want to be successful. And so if you feel like this that I do, that these other guys on these other channels or these other accounts do, if you feel like this is something that you have an inclination towards doing, you need to come out to StyleCon. If you have any sort of inclination towards anything related to men and men's influence, whether you're selling a product or anything else, you need to come out to StyleCon. And honestly, even if it's just for an excuse to come hang out with the rest of us, you need to come out to StyleCon. So I'm really excited for next year. I'm also really excited that a few of us continue to find more and more opportunities to hang out. So be on the lookout for vlogs in the future and more content in the future. In fact, one of the things that we did this year that we haven't done before is a few of us got together and we actually filmed a ton of content. And so this is stuff that we're gonna be dripping out on my channel and on other guys' channels. And so you're gonna get to see some of this content that we've come up with that I'm really excited about because we all have our own individual approaches and our own individual ideas, and then we can take them and throw them together, and it just gets better and better. So anyway, I hope you guys like the video. Make sure you come next year. Just come to StyleCon next year. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. As always, leave it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys on the next one.